and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. If you would like, please like, comment, and subscribe. It definitely helps us out a tremendous amount. It allows us to continue to keep growing and to hopefully put out more content for everybody to enjoy as well. Now, if you are interested in supporting us a little further or joining any of our campaigns, including this one, we do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know, or join our Patreon at one of the low-end tiers to just immediately get yourself set up with a one-on-one as fast as possible so we can set you up with some games. Alrighty, Gray, tell us what happened last session.
Alright, well, last time we had started deep into the mountain, looking for the Hound Master, and we had been looking for a brooch, and Gray was using locate object to try and find it, and we realize it's down this way. So as we are making our way down, we're figuring out what we're going to do, and we are in this tunnel, and the Houndmaster decides that it is that time to start coming out, including there was an eclipse. So he does try to pass us, and it's at that moment that we realize that a brooch that looks very similar to the one that Gray was looking for is stuck in the Houndmaster. At first, he was just trying to get around us. And then Patsy decided, hey, why aren't we just playing around with this thing? Let's grab it. And using the net as an attack, it started a bit of a fight with the group. Gray helped pin it in by using daylight around to keep it pinned, and as it nearly squashed Patsy and threw a collar around Gray, she used almost the last bit of her magic to cast sunlight in the middle, making it go for a retreat. So we decide that perhaps that brooch is not the one we should be going for. We should be going for the other one. In the middle, now that everything is lit up, we look down, and inside of these crystals are humanoid forms. The Druids that had been in the mountain to help keep the Houndmaster sealed away. Thinking quickly, Forrest encourages Dar to message the Druids to see if they are still alive and conscious. And they are. And they advise not to mess with the setup that they had created. However, we don't listen to advice. And we continued further down, following the path where Gray felt the birch would be. As we do, we come across the Houndmaster's resurrection bubble, and we decide to go past that to a room where that is just covered in gore, and we meet a druid there who is awake, functioning, and wearing the brooch. As she's putting herself together from the previous night's beating, we talk with her and learn that she has been here since the formation was created, and that the brooch that she wears is what keeps her alive. She is acting as the target for the Houndmaster, antagonizing him until he is able to defeat her, and this keeps him from being able to escape into the surrounding woods. We all make pleas for her to give her the brooch, and part of the persuasion that we were able to use is that there are no druids left, or hardly any if there are, and that much of the ancient knowledge that she has been lost. And so that while she serves a noble purpose here, perhaps it is more noble to share the knowledge that she has and the knowledge of history that she has with the rest of Comorder. And so with that, we convince her to come with us. We catch back up with Flea and Ridge, and we make our way out of the mountain. Now, part of the persuasion that we used on the druid to have her come with us is that there was a group of people who believe that they own the land, the Spaldings. And she is so outraged by this that she's basically just takes off marching towards Spalding, ready to destroy the entire town. So we have to intervene and let her know that there are some innocents present, and that we would be happy to give her a list of the names who think they own the land, but to please wait until she can individually target them if she is going to kill them. Beaten, exhausted, we decide to make camp what we think is far enough out of the Houndmaster's way in the mountains, and we make plans to head back to Valen.
So, we'll begin that evening, underneath the moonlit sky, on a slightly drizzly day. All of you are either lying in the open grass with this new druid, or inside a forest, very fancy, fond little bubble, his safe space. It's your call how you wish to be out here.
Can we bubble?
If you want to be in the bubble.
Yeah, you guys can come in. I don't let the druid in.
Wow.
Please gonna
She threatened me when we were underground.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
please gonna have a little small dugout area by a tree that he's kind of hidden himself under.
She lies in the tall grass, arms wide open, just staring up at the sky. The five of you, have some privacy at least. Is there anything you wish to do or discuss?
Grace exhausted. she's going to sleep.
Spells, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ridge is just keeping an eye out.
Do we have the brooch currently?
No.
The druid's got it.
Oh yeah,
She's
it
still
has to be
wearing
taken
it.
out of- has to be taken out of her body, right?
Yeah.
Joys. It's kind of hard for me to identify such an object and know exactly what it does.
Can I identify you?
Like feels around on her back, like, oh, there it is. Okay.
That open. I should have just ripped it out of her when she was reforming.
Just imagining Forrest just being like,
Would have to
all right,
deal with
breathe
all-
in and out. In.
Deep breath. Hold it.
Ah.
Well, hopefully this works.
Deep breath. Okay. I got what you did. It was funny.
While they're doing that, Flea's gonna kind of stay hidden, and he will transform him into a little native bird to the area and kind of fly up into one of the branches and take a nap as a bird.
Okay.
Fewer predators. Yeah.
Yeah. So you all go to sleep.
Yeah.
During your rest, Flea and Gray, you both share a very similar experience. It's dark in your dream. You can't see anything. but you feel a warm coastal breeze rolling across you. For Flea, it reminds you of home. And those first few weeks on the boat coming over. It doesn't feel like the wind is trying to dig up these old memories. It feels more like it's reassuring. Almost like the gentle warmth of it is hugging you. Gray, your breeze reminds you a lot of your time out in the desert, around one of the many watering holes out there, and how after a incredible storm, tornadoes, everything like that, there would always be that constant gentle breeze that brings the mist with it, and it was the greatest feeling on earth. Despite all of the uncalculable ways that you can die out inside of the Ibaquan desert, that moment, by contrast, was always incredible. In the morning, you all wake up. Forest, as you awaken, you see a book on the outside of your bubble, kind of being held up, and it almost looks like something's walking around with it, looking confused.
I have the book on me originally that I took, right? The one that was...
Yes.
That's not that book, right?
No, it's not that book. It's a different book.
I'll go outside and just rub my eyes because I don't know exactly what's carrying it. I just woke up and I go look at whatever this is.
You reach down and you feel like you have to tug it a little bit, but you manage to pull it away.
Is there anything there?
Well, it looks invisible. Get it? Looks invisible. Thank you. And then it like pulls on your pant leg a little bit. Hey,
I'll give it a gold coin.
All right, just give me a dexterity check.
One just plonks him in the
5.
face.
You just toss it on the ground and you hear, ow!
Oh shit.
Yeah, fucking prick. It disappears and then you hear flapping of wings leaving.
I was supposed to pay him. Oh god, is this one of the things I asked for?
It is.
Oh no.
Now, you asked for specifically 4 topics, correct?
3.
3 topics? I thought it was 4.
Well, there was 3, and I said I only got 3 things I wanted, and I was talking about 1, and I said no, scratch that. That's not that good. So it was 3.
All right.
I believe.
Which was the one that you said scratch that then?
I'm gonna have to go and look through exactly, but I definitely stated. I believe it was like something basic, and then I said, you know what? No, I want to know about the laws that control this world.
Mm.
Yeah, I had mentioned about the old ancient, like basically all the stuff about druids and myth and legend on that from old.
Okay.
The
laws
of the world, and then I forget what the other one was. Oh, dealing with magical issues, basically looking for stuff that was dealing with Cade's sister.
Oh, okay. Well, roll me a d3. Let's see which one of those 3 options you got. Because I thought it was 4.
No, I said scratch it to the third one, and then the fourth one was taking over for the third one.
So this would be the one pertaining to the natural magics of this world and the people who can wield it. The tome is written as The Tale of the Keepers. And on the very first page, it reads almost like a fantasy novel.
Mm-hmm.
The Keepers are those that share the responsibility of knowledge of this world and how to react to it, how to cater to it, and how to use it in dire situations in order to protect others. The Keepers are strong, valiant, considerate, though immensely flawed in nature. And this appears to be some type of storybook, or maybe just a really interestingly written historical piece on these Keepers.
Cheeky asshole sent me a storybook. I'm originally cast Identify it while I sit there. Seeing as the front page made it seem like he sent me a children's book on something, and he just kind of played me. So I'll cast Identify it and then look through it later. So
You identify it as The Tales of the Keepers,
okay.
a written historical reenactment and reimagining of the way the Keepers have functioned in the past. It is a 120-year-old novel.
Okay. I'll take my time reading it as we travel, but at first glance it seems like he's kind of been playing my questions for as a trick kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But it's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be eating breakfast and looking at the book and perusing through it.
So, Flea. Oh, he AFK'd. Everyone else is awake. Oh, Flea's here. Cool. Flea. When you wake up, still on the branch, no longer in your nice little form, there is a pile of sunflower seeds next to you, kept inside of what looks to be a large star leaf.
Are the sunflower seeds whole, or is it like shells that people have been eating and spitting out?
They're whole.
Appear...
They're whole.
Okay. I'm gonna look around, reach out, and why not? I'll go ahead and take a sunflower seed and see how it tastes.
I don't know if you've ever had unsalted sunflower seeds. They're good. They're not incredible, but they're good. Then you have to spit the shells out.
Yeah. I'll take I'll take a handful and put them in my pocket.
Hit Star in the back of the head.
But anyways, everybody else is now awake as well. The Druidess is doing some early morning stretches. You all have no idea how long it's been to wake up without a broken everything. Oh.
Are you in good shape, or do you need help with anything?
I'm fine. This brooch does incredible work.
Certainly. Do you mind though if your neck's bothering you?
My neck's not really bothering me. I'm not used to stretching without snapping. It feels nice. Ooh, maybe I can find some moles to walk on me.
Did you just find the most relatable character ever to me?
Ah. Oh. You turned back. I didn't know how long you would stay. Hopefully you enjoy the seeds. I made them this morning.
You made them. That's cool. As I'm eating seeds.
Yeah. And each of you, well, outside of the dome, now that it's gone, there is another pile of these seeds just kept inside of a tiny little leaf. Yeah. It's one of the majestic abilities we get from protecting and loving this world.
That's the ability you get as a druid. Not
One
like
of.
calling down the sun.
Oh, I can do that too.
Oh. We said majestic, so I wasn't sure.
Well, that's one of the majestic abilities. She waves her hand in front of her, and you watch as the tall grass blooms a large sunflower, and she just starts plucking them off.
I'll go back up to the rest of the seeds and grab the rest of them, put them in my pocket.
Ridge is looking now kind of concerned after eating a few. He's just like, that can't happen in me, right?
Not unless I want it to.
Oh, it can. As long as it doesn't break down, it'll grow in there, Ridge.
Yeah, that's why you spit the seeds out. Or the shells.
Oh.
Yeah, Gray?
Forrest, are you okay?
Hmm?
Are you in one piece?
Looks at himself. Yeah.
As he's doing that, she'll come up behind him and like grab him under the arms and pop like his spine back into place. There you go.
I knew this is a fantasy. Back
Like,
relief, neck relief. What is this?
like
A full night's sleep?
Oh my god!
Enough money to comfortably live?
What is
Great.
this?
Gray, you're from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, have you read this book? Have you heard of the Keepers?
Roll
Have
me a history or religion check, Gray. Your call.
Because I
Cool.
don't.
That's gonna be, well, both are the same. So we'll do history. 19.
Yeah. The man who was supposed to mentor you, he was called a keeper.
Oh, Forrest, so you remember the guy we were talking about yesterday who was supposed to be my mentor but disappeared and died and all that? He was a keeper.
As am I. She keeps like, this time she's bending all the way back, and you all hear like the entire spinal cord cracking as she just goes limp for a moment and then lies down.
The immensely flawed makes sense now.
You can't do this to me, Joey. First you talk about all these delicious foods. Now you're talking about all this like back relief. This is too much.
She looks over at you. Excuse me?
Oh no, it's in the book. It states immensely flawed.
Well, yeah, we're mortal.
Mm.
Well, I am still technically mortal. It's just the item. But yeah, no, I mean, as mortals, we're supposed to be immensely flawed, right?
She has a point.
If
Was
we
it
were
really
perfect,
is
we'd
it,
be
is it
boring.
a flaw to die?
No. It's a flaw to be so unobservant to trip over a root and impale your head on top of a spike.
When do you want us to remove
a
the
threat.
brooch?
Wow, you're really forward.
Or would you like us to remove your heart?
It's the liver.
You talked about yesterday.
Well, I suppose when we get to... Where?
Valen, the place we talked about. To the
Valen.
northwest, yes. Actually, near a place you were talking about, but
I talked about a lot of places yesterday, and
Balera, but
Palera's not a place. It's a people.
oh, well, it's a place now. So
What?
Yep.
There's an island called that to the west.
Okay. So the Bolera people moved over to an island?
We don't know.
Nobody goes there.
Why not?
I don't know.
Is the sea still angry at everybody?
Pretty sure it's angry at everybody in general.
Right.
Somewhat. I mean,
She
it
has
is a
her moments.
treacherous crossing, but nothing. Either it was normalized or she's calmed down. I'm not sure.
Little one, come here. Yes, you.
Okay. And
I can't look any more down.
I'll walk over.
Go over to her, and she squats down and plucks a blade of grass and puts it in your hand.
I will look at the grass, and then I'm going to put it between.
All right. She'll chuckle a little bit.
I've cut my lip doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Brittany, bitch. Hair. What? But anyways, she chuckles a little bit. I want you to turn that blade of grass into a tree.
Okay. I'm gonna look at it, and
You're still choosing your spells, so you don't have everything finished
yeah.
yet.
What does it matter how you want me to, how you would like me to turn it into a tree, or?
Whatever's way natural to you.
Well, the easiest way would be to wrap it around a acorn or something and then bury it. That takes a while.
Doesn't have to. Have you tried asking it to grow?
I have not.
Give it a go.
Should probably put it down first, so I'll put it down on the ground. Hello, Mr. Grass. Can you please turn into a tree?
Okay.
Good job.
Now, as you ask that, be sure that you are preparing that spell for the day.
All right.
And you all watch as the grove around that blade of grass, the grass around it grows up to about a foot or so. And then there's a tiny tree that starts twisting out of the ground, just barely taller than you.
And no, you don't. That was funny, Forrest.
Forest counterspell. My brother does not show progress. You will teach me and me alone. But yeah. As soon as that is finished, there's a calm breeze that rolls past the tree towards you. And Flea, the tree goes, hey.
Hi, thank you very much. I appreciate your shade and all that you're doing for us.
Everyone else, the tree is just barely taller than Flea.
Oh, we can mark that we were here. Pulls out knife.
Brother, there's probably better ways to mark. And I'll go around the tree and pee on it.
This is true. Can I pee on it with Flea?
You both can pee cross streams.
What does it
if you would
say
like.
while we're peeing?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh
You
my
should
God,
drink
brother.
more water, though.
Brother, even when you changed, apparently that didn't change with you. Just stayed the
No,
same.
it's a burden.
I know. You got short legs, but not that.
Goddamn kickstands. So, you're not bad at this. But you're also untrained.
He
Yeah,
knows everything about nature.
Oh, brother, it's kind of you to say that, but you're the learned one here.
It's him.
Oh, I didn't know you showed an aptitude for this as well. She
No,
plucks a
no,
blade of grass around
no.
where you peed and takes your hand and puts it in
Put
your
it
hand.
down. Give it like 8 months.
So you don't have an aptitude for it?
No, I don't mess with nature. I just read about it.
Oh,
He's the one interviewing, not me.
interviewing.
He's a really good reader. He knows a lot of stuff up here.
I read books.
Well,
Not always
nature's
the
not
best at communicating, but he's smart.
That's very clear. But nature is the type of thing that you can't just learn about. You have to experience. You have to feel it. Which makes it very difficult for most people to understand exactly how powerful nature is.
I can't talk to nature, so it's kind of hard to ask if I can feel it.
You don't need to talk.
That's true, you
need
should
to
get consent.
listen.
Yeah.
Tell this is going to be excruciating, teaching your society the right ways of doing things. I don't think I need to be tyrannical about it, though.
I think the better bet would be to teach people who are part of this time that are kind of capable of what you're doing, and they can utilize the information and the knowledge that they have of this time to teach them properly. I think your ways may be a bit older and
Well, yeah.
not
But
as
very old,
delicate, maybe not
ancient.
as delicate. So maybe you teaching those that grown up in this time could teach them, and they can teach others.
Yeah, that's kind of the hope.
Mm-hmm.
See, you have some good knowledge. She pats you on the head.
Mm. Thank you. I mean,
Anyways. Flea, do you know how to transform into the beasts that the winds can carry? Not just the tiny ones.
Well, last time I tried, I wasn't very good at it. It didn't really. I could do a large bird, but it, didn't fly. Had long legs.
Well, you all say we need to go to Valen, and it's really far away. Figured, why not fly?
It's a good idea. Let me see what I can do. And I'm gonna back up, and I'm gonna start running, and I'll jump, and yeah, we'll do a giant eagle.
Ka! Giant eagle flies around, circling around you all, and she smiles. Good. Now pick the two people you wish to carry.
I will go hover above. I'll go hover like 5 feet above Rijindar.
Mm-hmm. These huge talons above you.
I'm gonna pull out a rope also, and if I get picked up, Ridge is just gonna tie a rope to the bottom of your foot and tie it to himself just in case.
I'll look at Rijindar, and then I will go grab my brother and Gray.
right.
I can do it, please, brother. I can do it myself. For 2 hours.
You tell me that?
Yeah.
Then
I'm whispering, I
I'll
can do it myself for 2 hours.
I'll grab Gray, and then leave my brother down there, and I will. Is Dar's bird out? I'm hungry. No, I'm kidding. I'll go grab Ridge.
No, it's not.
Gray and Ridge, you both get picked up by the talons of Flea, and as you do that, you watch as she twirls her hair around, and a single feather falls off, and she turns into a giant owl that squats in front of Patsy and Dar. Ooh.
Hello.
It'll like pick you up by the nape of your neck and place you onto its back. And then do the same thing to Dar.
That probably would have been a good idea.
She looks over at you. Flea, you and her can still perfectly communicate. You're set?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right. The two of you take off.
Oh, there they go. Bye, everyone. I think about my family's digs and the archaeological sites and the animals that were there.
Nature check.
Good thing I have a good nature.
Yup.
I mean, are they here? It's a 15, so maybe not.
Not that you've seen, but your family's archaeological sites did have Quetzalcoatlus.
Now I'll turn into a giant eagle so I can talk to them. But it's good that I know that I've seen it, so
Yeah.
I'll turn into a giant eagle.
So, the two eagles and the owl soaring through the sky. Flea, how many hours can you stay in giant eagle form?
And then I need to rest, or we can do 3 hours. I can sleep, and then my animal form will recharge. I guess we can do that at 4 too.
Yeah.
Just need to between.
So 4 hours of flying. You have to fly at the slower speed, which is actually the giant eagle. The owl's faster. The eagle's stronger, though. Just trying to calculate miles.
Yeah. So we'll do 4 hours of flight. I'll take a nap for an hour. Do another 4 hours.
Giant owl is slower.
Giant owl is slower? What is that? The
60
faster
feet.
one?
60 feet.
Or the stronger one?
I don't know.
I know they have stealth because of their feathers. I believe that. I know regular owls in real life.
No, giant owl is pretty much just for like. They're not as good. They have flyby. That's the only.
All right, fine. Then you have to fly at their speed.
Great. Glad she's this arch druid, and
Hey, she wants to enjoy the trip, man. It's not about getting there as fast as possible.
she just wants to be able to see everything with her giant owl eyes.
About the journey.
Okay.
Ridge is just looking over at Gray. You comfortable over there?
She's holding a cup of tea.
I'm dedicated to the bit, by the way.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
good
she's just like
exercise.
in the claw, just like, yeah, you're really far up though.
Sure
Patsy
are.
and Dar. Who's riding bitch?
Dar. He's a tiny little baby compared to Patsy.
Wow.
So I'm riding in back, that's it?
Right behind Patsy, yup.
Just
That's
holding on
right,
to Patsy.
Dar snuggling in there. Whoop whoop.
I can show you the world.
Yep.
I can show you my biceps.
As you are soaring across this open sky, about an hour into flying, Forest, you do have to descend and then reform and take off again.
Oh, I was just gonna hop on Flea if I could, because I'm not gonna be able to continue this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that. And Flea's just gonna enjoy the journey.
Like the thing is, like I'm only gonna be able to do it twice, so I'm not gonna. I just want to do it once. And
Okay.
Fly a
Just
little
do
bit,
it, yeah.
but and
just a middle finger to having to
Just
need
to-
help at
give
first,
me-
show off.
and then
Give me acrobatics check to land on him as you break out of your form. Because there's no like Zoid module for you to like latch onto and then descend into. That's an old
Really?
school Power Rangers reference.
I could just fly with them and then.
Well, I mean, you could, but that's the acrobatics. You're trying to make sure
Oh,
you're both going the perfect
landing.
speed and you will fall and hit him. Because with your wings flapping up and down, you have to make sure you're not close enough that you disrupt each other, crash, fall, and die. Oh, see? 14's not bad. You end up landing on him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lee, you do slow down a little bit, but that puts you right at the owl speed, so no problem.
Cool. I'm just gonna enjoy the journey and kind of chirp out the melody of "Don't Stop Believing."
the song of your people.
I call switching with Dar on the second leg of the trip.
I want to get into a discussion with Gray about the issues of her god and how it's kind of a weird thing that the god of decay wants to live forever as a god, and he just won't let his own energy be decayed away.
Oh,
Sounds
okay.
like
That caught me
Thanksgiving.
completely the fuck off guard. I'm sitting here eating my little like cheese rice cracker thingies, just like, nom, 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 and then like, hey, how about we have a debate on the existential nature of death, and is death actually meta? And
reminds me of those Thanksgiving conversations that come up that people dread.
oh yeah, like I'm a menace at Thanksgiving. Anyway, Gray will have the conversation that because things are being created, therefore death always has to exist, and they exist in a symbiotic relationship at this point that has balanced itself out, and only if there is enough chaos thrown into the system, then will we start to see a breakdown of that system, and the entropy that is involved probably will have to do with something that he's trying to do with becoming a lich, and that's probably the only thing that's going to start really messing with that that flow of energy from creation to death.
We're just taking notes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why is he all about death and decay, but he doesn't do it to himself? Because that boy's hoarding a lot of energy that we could all use.
It passes out of
Sips pretend cup of coffee.
you deserve that.
I'm kidding, we don't need to go into this. But that's the existential crisis that we'll be talking about in the entire flight.
Yeah.
Okay. The two least charismatic individuals in the party having a political debate on the stance of their god.
Hey,
or
God.
lack thereof.
My God, or yeah. Versus trying to live with forever.
Alright. So,
What are you talking about?
3 hours of soaring. You land in one of the groves outside of Alona. You're several miles away from it, but you do have to land momentarily with everybody and then either reshape again or rest. But
Yeah, I figure because I can. I'm 8, so 4. I can do up to 4 hours at a time, so we can land before then, so we don't have take a little rest, eat some rations, chill out because I'm sure we're hungry by then.
she'll keep prancing around in her druid form or in her owl form.
And then after we eat and all that, then I'll shift again and I'll do eagle again.
Wait, what do we eat for dinner?
What do you got?
For the lunch, I'm just gonna
Assume for
boil
her,
up.
mouse.
Yeah, I'm just gonna boil up some water, and so we can make a little tea, and then I'll hand everyone a not a gummy bear. What are they called? Good berry. Same thing.
A gummy
Not
Please tell me that they are gummy bears. Like they're little tiny berries
can-
that are. They're
Jason.
berries. They're
They're little,
berries.
they're little berries. I love it. I love it.
Do you have any ROUSs to feed to the giant owl?
Oh, it's an owl. It can hunt.
God, it actually comes back with an ROUS.
Well, luckily we landed in probably like someone's farm field, so there's probably like cattle or an animal.
Oh yeah. She'll go eat a goat.
Share.
It's a giant fucking owl. Owls eat anything smaller than them. Giant owl?
Yeah.
Best be afraid. Like,
Just trying to figure out how all that meat, when she goes back into a human, is going to affect her stomach.
well, you see magic.
Proportional.
Yeah, magic. And thanks, Gray. They will now and forever be good berries. He's gonna look like little. Probably more like
Free,
cinnamon
though.
bears. More like
First
cinnamon
they're
bears.
sour.
I was gonna
First
say.
they're sour, then they're sweet.
I was thinking that they were gonna be cherry berries. Like
Assortments. It'll be assorted berries.
What were you saying, Dar?
Earlier, I was wondering if you're a dragon and you're full-blooded and you turn into a human, what happens then? But it's proportional.
Yeah, it's magic.
Oh.
The only thing you have to do is have the mental argument with yourself of, was I a cannibal or not?
Nah, not really.
Sure. So, you all
We're
take a
getting
short
really,
rest,
existential.
jump into the air, take off again. Now, wait, it's half your druid level is the number of hours you can stay transformed, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So 4 hours total.
For you, I'm counting her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, then you actually get there in one fly before she has to break out. You all fly, soaring across the sky, and at some point the panic ends in probably a few of you. But you see down below the beautiful, large mountain range that the Valen people call home.
Don't land at the bottom of the stairs, Lee.
I'll finish chirping my Hotel California in eagle form and
Don't you do it. Don't you land at the
drop
bottom of
just
the stairs.
for us at the bottom of the stairs.
Don't land at the bottom of the stairs. I swear.
I'll go to the bottom and then fly up and
What?
Yes.
So, as you're all flying up, Gray, Forrest, Dar, you all recognize Costas just looking at you strangely. And if you need a reminder, he is the patriarch of the Cade family, as well as a handful of other individuals from the family, all looking at you all curiously.
Gray waves.
You all land on top of the large battleground platform where you see individuals are currently sparring and fighting with one another, and Vanessa approaches you all. So, for the sake of Ridge and Patsy, Vanessa is an old woman, short, human, with very grayed hair and several feathers sewn into her braids. She walks with a staff and doesn't seem to move with any amount of hurry in her. Now, as all of you are brought here, Flea loses his ability, turning back into himself, and the Druidess transforms as well.
What is the meaning of all of this?
don't ask about meaning. We just had a bunch of existential conversations on the way. I'll let them talk.
We've found a way to keep your daughter safe.
Vanessa is not the mother.
Yeah,
Oh.
Vanessa's not the mom.
That's
well, She is a
Victoria.
mom of
Victoria.
the.
That's right.
other
It's too many
daughter.
V-names. What was the daughter's name? Oh God.
Orel.
Aurel. We found a way to keep Aurel safe.
Hi, I'm that way. She looks her up and down. Sorry, but I don't know who you are, and seeing as I don't know who you are, there is no trust to be had.
What?
She's a keeper.
It's not necessarily her. It's
Bullshit! Well, I am.
I'll look in the book. Is there a photo that I've seen in the book at all that looks like this?
Sorry,
Druid at
there's
all?
no pictures in your book. I apologize.
But
well,
it's a
there's
fantasy. It's a fantasy book that doesn't have like pictures of them doing heroic
There's-
things. Or...
there is artwork of symbols in here, but there's no like portraits of individuals.
Oh, there's symbols in here.
Yeah.
No naked monks climbing trees on the
Okay,
edges.
we'll come back to the symbol things later, Joey.
So, she sticks her hand out. Yes, I am the southern inland keeper of the Netted. Pleasure to meet you. You're all dead. Well, I'm not. Though I think you're right. The other ones probably are dead.
So the ones in the stones weren't keepers?
No. They were just my people. They belong to my clan. Vanessa is kind of like really taken aback with all of you. This doesn't make much sense at all. Well, welcome to life. And she just like walks past Vanessa.
Vanessa, she was inside the netted formation watching the Hound Master.
The hell is the Hound Master?
Thing with like a horse's head, 8 arms, really handsy. Loves like, chains.
I see what you did there. Handsy.
Was like just tearing her apart for like thousands of years.
Oh, yeah, so many. Luckily, I'm mostly sane still. So, you expect me to just believe you're some archdruidess of this world, and you come here to Valen to offer assistance to one of our own with no proof of who you are? Oh, you want proof?
That may not have been the best idea. You could always cast like a zone of truth on me or
No.
something.
No earthquakes. No earthquakes. No.
Ridge is just taking a few steps back.
Or the sun. Don't bring the sun down. What about the flower thing? The sunflower thing?
Vanessa looks over at you. What? Making a sunflower? I can do that. If you remember, Vanessa is a druid, just not a very incredibly accomplished one. Actually, I have to look at this. What are some high-level druid spells?
Like, what are we talking?
Flames, flame strike.
So,
What level, Joey?
she's not going to use her 9th level spell slot.
You want like a cool one? Like not just destroying shit?
Yeah, that's the whole thing, because you've made it very clear. Actually, yeah, she'll do that. Alrighty. If you wish to have an
Control
example made, She waves her hands outwards in front of her. I need all of you to give me dexterity saving throws.
Am I far back enough?
Oh, what do
No.
you know? I'm in
Damn.
What do you know? I'm in counter spell range.
That's a no.
Wait, hold on. Let me roll mine first. And don't say anything. Wait. Where's my character sheet? Dex saving throw. Oops, I didn't mean to have that on thingy. But it's only... It's not for saves, I don't think. I need to look something up. Hold on.
What?
I need to...
Should I use my chronal shift to make sure that Ridge fails with us?
On, it's taking forever to load.
It's like, I can't do anything to make me better, but I can stop him.
I can keep you with us.
Gonna drag me down.
Yep.
Okay, Gray, go ahead and reroll.
He's
Down a full
chronal
luck.
shifting you.
What?
Down a full luck.
Wait a second. You suck.
Wow, you're super consistent.
Wow, look at that. Chronal shift. Reroll that.
Another one. I'm just gonna give up. Dang!
Hey, that's 5 times better.
I have tears in my eyes.
I still don't think it passes.
It doesn't.
No,
Doesn't
Forest
know.
and Ridge, as she raises
Oh.
her hands outwards, you all feel the vibration of the ground, and the two of you notice tiny rocks lifting up and instinctually grab onto, hold onto different pillars that
Is
are
this
nearby
gravity
you.
magic?
Yes,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
fuck yeah,
reverse
I'm
gravity.
grabbing something immediately, yep.
The two of you grab onto the pillars as everybody else begins floating up in the air 50, 100 feet.
I'm picturing Gray grabbing a rock and it just goes up with her.
Damn it. You had 3 tries to grab some.
How many people are in the air right now?
No.
All of you. Except Ridge and Forest.
Okay.
No. We'll just wave our hands.
Including Vanessa.
So 5. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 of you. Good looks. Sorry, this is one of the more painless things I can do for all of you. She drops the spell. All of you fall 50 feet.
Featherfall!
Thank you, Forrest.
Except for Dark.
Except, Jesus.
No, I'm
Aw.
kidding. I got Dark too.
Sorry, I could only catch 4.
You don't know how my magic works.
Yeah. But anyways, all of you
I get it.
gently fall down to the ground.
Is Patsy how slow are you guys falling?
They fall 60 feet up. per
So,
turn,
just...
But
woo.
gently. Just.
Okay, no. So not like actually as a feather. Never mind.
No. But anyway,
Damn.
It's like
she...
it's like Fabio whenever he was on the roller coaster, got hit in the face with a goose.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that.
It really happened. It broke its nose.
So, Vanessa looks over at her, kind of surprised, and she smiles and gives a little gesture. Don't worry, young one. I understand that learning that your life might not have all of the answers that you think it has can be difficult. But I am here, and I'm ready to help. They just gotta dig around inside me and pull out a fancy little brooch. Oh, by the way, none of you talk about the brooch, ever, to anybody. This item is incredibly valuable,
Yes.
and any evil person would want to get their hands on it.
Yes, I hate brioche buns. I would never talk about them.
Boom.
Personally, I prefer ciabatta bread, but
I actually bought a loaf of chocolate brioche today.
I actually like brioche in real life.
It's good.
Brioche is fucking delicious. But I do prefer ciabatta bread. It absorbs all the grease. Yeah.
Forrest, can you please put a pin in it? I'm trying to clasp what she's saying.
Oh, well, good job, bud. High five. 2 in
That was
1.
beautiful.
But yeah. I'm back. All of you are... She, like, slowly walks over towards her. All of you are dead. It makes no sense. Well, welcome to Valen. We built this community, in honor of Calypso. Oh. Did you know Calypso? No. My grandmother and her were... Oh. And what happened to her? Did she perish before passing on her knowledge? Yeah. She was training my grandmother and the man that would turn into her consort. But before they completed all of their teachings, she had to, well, protect the continent from a very angry primordial. She died. Well, that sounds about on par for what happens to us. And anyways, we need a sterile surface, we need a protective energy radius, and an incredibly sharp knife. Preferably as well, a lot of alcohol. But we can provide you with the alcohol if you
Yeah,
want
to sterilize the wound.
No, I don't want to feel this shit.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. You're about to perform surgery on me? Let me get shit-faced first and black out. Just... Luckily in Valen, they make grain alcohol.
Yeah. But, you know, you might bleed more.
Well, supposedly I'm in good hands. And she pats Gray on the shoulder. Try not to kill me. Remember, I'm the last of my kind.
We can always bring her back. It's fine.
Please don't roll 2 1s again.
Oh no, I've got 2 advantages.
All
I'm
help.
using both.
Crack.
So, Gray, you design the setup for this. They'll allow you to use the battlegrounds, and Vanessa will evacuate all of the people away from you so that you have privacy. What do you need that you currently do not have on your person?
The alcohol for sure.
They will bring 2 large 5-gallon jugs, one of which she is going to be drinking, the other one you can use for sterilization. It'll kill anything.
Do I have healing kits?
I have no idea.
Yes, I do. Okay, so that's good. Probably a tent to do this in, so that
Okay.
she's shielded from the, and also she's not like, hey, here, hike up her dress in front of a whole bunch of people.
Oh, she has not shown any bit of modesty that she would actually care.
I mean,
Remember,
I know.
she immediately
this is-
went skinny dipping through the field and everything.
This is also Gray, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Gray's probably
Yeah.
thinking in, like, their stuff.
Yeah. I did prepare like all of my healing spells. I think. I think we're good.
Did you mention something for her to bite down on?
Yeah,
Restrained.
true. Yeah, so let's do that. And to restrain our hands as well. And assistance from some big burly people to keep her down.
Patsy
And a
and
caster.
Dar.
Patsy will smack Dar on the back.
And
Come
people
on,
with
Dar.
counterspell.
Can I cast
What?
Entangle
Why
on
do I need
her?
a counterspell?
In case
That-
she does get a spell off.
Entangle,
she'll
this
be
is going to
fine.
be like a multi-hour long procedure. Entangle doesn't last that long, and also you need her to be like properly restrained, not all restrained.
Gar, do you have like a gag ball on you?
Where's
What?
Where's Galen when you need him?
Or Kai.
Vanessa will look at you, Dar.
Actually, in the Cade's home, where Galen stayed, you should be able to find the restraints and
Thank
all
God, I
of
thought we were going to talk about his parents.
Well, I mean,
I was worried she was just gonna go. Actually, I keep it on me.
I do not wish to know what happens behind their doors, but I do know when things get a little more rowdy, all of the siblings leave home for several hours.
We did hear the thunder.
Clapping them cheeks.
Gray's getting what Force would recognize as the beginnings of silence in her hand, and then thinks, and then
All right.
Okay.
So that means
Pat.
all of you are in here. Somebody with magic at their disposal, Lee. Somebody with counterspell at their
I'm
disposal.
gonna leave.
Gray grabs
All
him
right.
by the scruff.
Do you
and
need
pulls him
me?
back in. You can no counterspell in case
Why
she
do I
gets
need
something off.
counterspell?
She's like chugging the thing.
Well, I haven't been drunk in a very long time, and I'm not sure how aggressive I'll be when you try cutting me open.
And she keeps chugging.
Well,
I think you'd best stay.
They need you first. If she casts Earthquake, you all die.
And Gray will also.
we can do. What if she just doesn't resist this, and I'll just cast momentary stasis on her when we need to? I'll just hold her in place. You know?
What?
Maybe.
What the hell's that?
That and I
Mhm.
can't concentrate on guidance and
Oh, you need me for that.
He always needs you, brother.
Fine, I'll just be your prestidigitation and guidance boy, and just be here to clean up everything.
I mean that was me as your landlord for a few months.
It's fine. I didn't want to do any operating or anything. It's fine.
Oh, are you squeamish?
No, I wanted to practice, but fine. I will be the assistant.
Boy, prestidigitation boy.
Shut up, Patsy. Hey, you just hold them down.
She continues.
Worse.
Oh,
Do you concur?
That is some really good hooch. And she puts it back onto the table. Alrighty. She lies across the the slab. Tie me down. Who's going to do the survival check to tie down a druid?
Patsy.
A
We can.
legendary arch druid.
Patsy's
we-
gonna do it.
Okay. I'll let you
Wait.
do it then.
Unless Flea wanted to do something.
Well, Flea could. It's up to you. Whether you or Flea can tie him down. I'm perfectly happy tying the
Flea
druid
can-
down.
Flea can do it if I fail.
Sure.
Okay, what is it? Survival?
Survival, yeah.
Guidance. D4.
Bing! Roll your
Yes.
d4.
Slash.
Didn't know Patsy would get so excited about tying someone down.
I mean, let's 17.
nice.
Okay. She doesn't automatically succeed against that, so that's fine.
ah, your first time, huh?
Yes. And Patsy will flex, trying to flex her into submission.
That does not work on her. That doesn't work on
her.
any woman, actually.
Well, it didn't
Gray
work
is
on
just
her.
kind of like confused in the corner. Just like, is this how this is supposed to work? I don't.
I feel restrained.
Next up.
That works on Ridge.
Next up. Gray and Forrest. You two being the intellectuals, I need a medicine check to figure out the route you are going to cut into her to get behind her kidney, or where her right kidney is, to remove the brooch.
Gray, before you work, I need you to hold your hands like this. I saw it in a book on one of the things. It's how we get it clean. I'll do prestidigitation on her hands. Yep.
But
you gotta
who's
hold
gonna
like
do it
that
to
until
yours?
Until you're ready. It's fine. I do it to my own.
Just like, and like,
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
But you have to leave them like this until you actually start working. So.
All right.
okay.
I will hand you your knife.
Medicine check, figuring out the route.
It has to be
Nice.
one of the two of you doing it. The other could assist.
Okay.
Oh, cool. And
Unless
I will
somebody
roll-
else in here is proficient in medicine.
I will do with advantage and with guidance from Forrest.
All right. Okay. D4.
26.
So, you actually have to do this surgery through her back in order to get there properly, because the back, as long as you can avoid the spine and all of the things near there, is easier to get through than the incredible amount of ribs that she has that you would have to literally break and then get into. So, you'll have to flip her over. Easily done with Patsy and Dar. Just rotate like a rotisserie chicken. And then you start mapping out the exact location that you have to slice through. You show the exact placement that you're going to have to cut. You estimate that immediately after you do this to her, she's probably going to have 15 minutes before she bleeds out, which gives you 14 minutes to get it out of her, properly seal the wound, which means stitching it, and then healing it. Because healing does not immediately mend the missing components that you ripped open. You would need
well,
a regenerate spell to do that.
Before we get started,
Gray, you have a crystal, right?
Death Ward.
Okay. So that'll give you 15 minutes and 30 seconds.
It lasts for 8 hours.
Good. But if she bleeds out in those 15 minutes, she goes to 1, but she's still bleeding out.
Oh, that's true.
So it'll give you an extra 30 seconds. Which is, it's better than 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You have a diamond still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're good.
Adam, before you begin, can someone else just give me a little more of that hooch? Really good.
I'll go over and give it to her.
Thank you.
Quiet while the doctors are working.
She rotates her head over towards you. Even in this position, she does not look amused. Alrighty. She slaps her head against the table.
That works.
Oh, I barely felt it, so yeah, I'm good.
Oh, I thought she was knocking herself out.
No, that would take a lot more hit points than that. Go ahead. Gray.
Mm.
I need you to roll me. You are proficient in medicine, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have the healer's feat?
I just took it.
Okay. I need you to roll me a dexterity check utilizing or adding your proficiency to it.
Dexterity check, adding proficiency.
Correct.
All right, using recap advantage.
What do you know? Chronal shift. Reroll 1.
Okay.
So 11.
Plus your
I said I was
proficiency.
using my.
Plus your proficiency.
Right. You used it, which is why you had 2 rolls. When he chrono shifts, you only get 1 roll.
Oh.
It's 1 more try. It's not retry everything. Yeah. But you get to add your proficiency, which is a plus 3 or 4
3.
right now? 3.
So 14.
14 plus a d4.
$18.
Much better. You take one of the Valen's very sharp skinning knives, which was the best tool for you to find here. A silver one, in fact. It looks very nice. Figures they'd be good with these things. And you give a deep incision across her back. And then you have to, unfortunately, go deeper. And then deeper. And Gray, the difficulty of this is she's still breathing. She's still alive. You're used to your subjects that you work on being cold still, not profusely bleeding and squirting everywhere, which she is. But you manage to complete the cut into her without damaging anything too much. Within about... How off were you from 22?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In about 3 minutes. So you have 12 minutes remaining. And
Okay.
at this point, the blood is flowing. Not like a river or anything, but there's definitely an amount of it that is overlapsing outside of her, slowly falling off of her. This is the difficult part, where you are going to have somebody hold open the flaps while you go digging.
Flea, we need your tiny hands.
All right, now go like this and get rid of the sunflower seeds and walk over.
Actually, she might like that.
Lee, have you ever seen like a dismantled body before?
Yes. Yeah.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how traumatizing was that for you?
Growing up on the streets and finding, the occasional body or whatever, it was fairly traumatizing, but he's been through worse.
So 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a con save. Or wisdom save.
Already. Bum, 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 bum. Not as good as my con, but here we go. 9.
You,
Nay.
as you look at, like, the open section of her, you... Okay, you gotta run out.
Don't you?
That is not a pretty
Wait.
sight, smell, or anything. So Flea is now, incapable of helping with this.
I didn't even touch her intestine. That's the worst part.
So you gotta get somebody else now.
Dar,
Who else in this room?
you got skinny hands, right?
I think Dar's holding her down.
No, it's Patsy holding it down. But Ridge can too, since Ridge is free.
Oh boy.
Dar, same question to you. Or, sorry, Ridge, same question to you.
Yes. I was hoping to avoid this. Yeah, no, that was more of an 8.
An 8. Alright, give me a wisdom save.
Oh, I'm bad at those. No. Okay.
You freeze in the moment. Looking at the wound and having some flashbacks. And as Forrest and Gray are looking at you, calling to you for a total minute, you finally snap out of it.
Oh, sorry.
So we're now 4 minutes down.
It's all right. Just focus on my eyes or look up. All right.
Got it.
Easy. Here we go. Here we go. Don't resist this. I cast blindness on him.
Where's the flat?
No, he's already holding on to it. I'm gonna put
Yep.
his hands there. Yep.
All right, you can't see it.
Don't do anything. You're not looking at it. Yep.
All right, that means no guidance on this next part if you're concentrating on blindness.
It's not concentration.
It's not?
No, it's never been
Uh-huh.
concentration.
No, that's what makes it such an awesome spell. It's no
Yeah.
concentration.
Alrighty then. So Gray,
Mm-hmm.
time to diggy. I need you now to give me
Diggy diggy hole.
a
diggy, diggy.
survival check to go in there.
I'm using minor illusion to make like almost like the little hatch marks on that. Could that give her advantage to like help
I don't
see
know.
the exact spot, like see spots like cut in, like almost like circle, so she can just follow the line. Since
Are you proficient in medicine?
yes,
Okay, then you can. Here is a cadaver floating with your minor illusion as a reference point. That would help you. Yes. You're like
Okay.
glowing spot right here. That's what you're aiming for. That's
oh no, I meant on the body with like minor illusion. There's like a line that she can like cut.
right, but the issue is not the cut. The cut's already there. She has to go in there and find the object,
Mm. Oh, okay.
which is why the reference would work because that
Okay.
like she's navigating while looking at a map of the body. That would absolutely work.
I'm
So
gonna regret this. I realize I can still hear this, so I'm gonna try to drown this out. I'm going to connect. I'm gonna connect to the druid with the. I want to hear the surface thoughts.
You're going to feel some pressure.
oh, now you're going to start. Her surface thoughts are. All right, this isn't the worst thing I've ever. Ow, ow. Yeah, still not the worst.
With advantage.
It just
Hey, 20.
gotta sing a jaunty tune. Don't stop
You put guidance on there.
believing. Hold on to that feet.
21.
You start moving your hands inside, and you see the body's like squirming actively at this point. Patsy, I need you to give me an athletics check opposed by her. As instinct tells you don't lie still, you know? Dar, I need you to do this as well. See if one of the two of you can hold her down. Wow.
What, that was athletics?
Yes, sir. 13. You're holding on to her legs, keeping them pinned there, and Patsy, as you're kind of like gripping onto her shoulders, like to keep her flat, she is pushing against you, but you do manage to just keep her like smothered against it. You kind of have to put like your weight into it, which is probably very painful to her, but at least she's not gonna die.
Isn't she face down?
She is. She had disadvantage on her roll.
You can get permanent scarring on your face from that.
Oh, that's fine. It's right on her chest, so she's like over the block. But anyway.
Face down, fucked up. That's the way we like tube surgery.
Practice lawyer. You're not wrong. Anywho, Gray, you're feeling around inside, and you're feeling for anything that's not squishy. You know, everything in here is squishy. That's the way it's supposed to be. But there should be a foreign object in here that's solid. You grab onto something when you're about yay deep in her back. And
You gently feel it. Ow. Yep, that's it. And what'd you roll, a 21? Okay, that's been another 2 of the minutes. So you're down 5 minutes in total. Or 6 minutes of the 15. Gray? You touch around it, and it seems to have mended into the localized organs and muscle in there. You're gonna have to cut it out.
Yes, Gray, stop it. No, I'm kidding.
What? You said it's attached to what?
It's attached to organs and muscle in there.
Just like in her chest?
Yeah, the flesh is like started growing around the brooch.
Yeah.
That's...
So, Gray, that is a complication. Luckily, you're doing okay on time. So now you have to get your other hand in there with the knife. And saw away. This one is going to be a sleight of hand check.
One second. Just...
I think I'm the square who doesn't get the reference.
Okay.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
It's been since I was like prepubescent
Yeah.
since I saw that.
Okay,
Ripping
so
out.
dexterity check?
Sleight of hand, but yeah.
Sleight of hand. Okay, well, it's the same for me. I'm going to use my lore advantage, or my game advantage.
And to be correct, I think it was from the Temple of Doom when they
Yes,
were
it's
pulling out
yes,
organs.
yeah.
That's not... It's the same...
Yeah, it did it from heavy armor for stealth. So
Yes.
20.
Yeah.
D4.
21 again.
So you slide the dagger in there with your hand to make sure you don't accidentally puncture something. If you did, she would be bleeding out much, much, much more. But you slide it in, and you begin cutting away. Piece by piece, just slowly sawing. Luckily, the skinning knife is incredibly sharp. But this section of what you are doing takes you 5 minutes, which puts you up to 11 out of 15. The object is cut out, and now you have to slowly take it out of there. Now, I need you to give me another survival check, Ray.
Okay. That's a D4. 19.
You do bump around a little bit in there, which causes Patsy and Dar to have to give me another athletics check to pin her. Holy shit. Okay, she rolled a natural 20 on that one.
Oh boy. Do I see her getting uppity?
Oh yeah, she's getting real aggressive with it.
Okay, I'm gonna use since I didn't give guidance to Gray. Or not assisting or something. Can I use momentary stasis to basically just make a con save to not be locked in place?
Sure.
I asked her also to not resist this when it happens.
Right, but in the moment is kind of, a lot different.
I didn't
Roll me
know
a persuasion. Roll me a persuasion. See if you can calm her down enough to listen when she's
Oh, this isn't persuading. I'm fucking just doing it. I'm not even
okay,
trying to
then
persuade.
you're not asking her properly. Then Patsy, I need you to
Well,
roll
no,
an
I did
athletics as
before
well.
we even started.
Yes, and what I'm saying is, in the moment when somebody has two fucking hands inside of your body.
Well, I'm casting momentary stasis on her, so she needs to make a con save.
Okay.
Which, if she's super drunk, I'm assuming at disadvantage.
Yes, she's doing everything at this. 14.
Yeah, it fails. She's locked in place.
She freezes in moment. Okay, Gray, that makes it a little easier. Now it's just navigating out without breaking anything. You bump into the spleen, you bump into a couple of the bones. All in all, it takes you about 2 more minutes to take it out, which puts you up to 13. You take out the large, beautiful looking brooch, and it's about 10 inches long and about 4.5 inches wide. Beautiful, old-fashioned emerald sits inside of it, and the rest of it is in the shape of what appears to be a dove, like wrapping around the emerald, hugging it. Place that down. Ding, ding, ding. This is the hard part. Or, not as hard. You're better at this. I need you to do a medicine check to make sure that you sew up properly inside.
Okay. Alright, I feel alright about this one.
Hell yeah. Now that she's frozen in place, she might as well be a cadaver. You go in there and just start stitching it up.
Chronal shift.
Yeah, kill the druid. Do it.
Unfortunately, I'm out of chrono shifts.
And you just sew outside. You get the flaps, and Ridge, you can finally let it go. Put it back down, and you begin sewing it again. Now, Gray, she looks very, very rough. By your estimate, she is on death's door, as the entire process of you sewing everything up leaves you with just barely a minute remaining before she would have bled out and died. Now, she's not stable until you pump some goddamn healing on her. And I mean a fuck ton.
Okay, we are gonna cast a Beacon of Hope,
Okay.
and then we're gonna start
all of you.
with a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Okay. Forrest noted.
Oh, and it would be a max healing.
Alright, so that is 3, 4. So 8 times 4 is 36, plus 4 is 40. So you heal her 40. And the room fills with this very dark, cruddy energy. Gray, you hear from behind you. Ugh.
Not this time.
Pain.
I don't.
You are pissing off your god.
Gray, ask him the questions I asked you earlier about why he doesn't just. I don't actually say anything.
Yeah.
You'll have her in time.
Ew.
And then the voice recedes, and as that spell ends, you feel a fatigue roll over you. Right. However, the spell did go off. She looks stable, but still not doing great. As much as you healed her, that was not everything she needed, but she's feeling better.
Alright, we'll hit her with a 3rd level.
You go to cast the spell, and nothing happens.
Pastille. I've given you many, many people. I've given you undead. I gave you a skull that powered the undead.
You just hear the voice echo another time. And there's a little static at your fingertips. The druidess rotates her head over towards you, Gray. Am I dead yet?
No. And I will... 3rd level.
Still does not seem to wish to help you right now. However,
I'll do it without you, and I will use a healer's kit.
you start patching up outside of the wound as best as you can, and it goes significantly better. Oh, hey, look, there's the brooch. Lying on a little tray near her. Haven't seen that thing in probably 100 years. Alright, big guy, you can stop putting me down now. I can get up myself.
No, give it a little bit of time. I'm gonna put another healing kit on there. Just take some time to relax. Give your body a chance to adjust before you try to move.
I taste dirt.
That would be me.
You mean you're a god? Mm. And
He's
she
not
looks
very
at you
happy
a
with
little.
me helping you.
Well, thank you for helping me, regardless. Seems the gods need to learn who they serve. Once more.
Is Flea still outside?
You can come back in if you would like, yes.
I would have been outside with Flea checking on him.
Well, I don't know if he's necessarily aware of the fact that there aren't many people who know about him, and to lose someone who's been working with him for so long could be disadvantage, a disadvantage to him as well.
I think you're thinking that the two of you are on equal terms, and you're wrong. You're not on equal terms with him. You're worth far more than he is. So Flea and Forrest.
Yeah. Is she doing good? Is she all done?
Oh yeah, doing great.
Yeah, she's a little weak, but she'll make it.
I will summon a unicorn spirit. Kind of to stand guard and be there. And then I will hit her with 4th level cure wounds.
Alright. Beacon of Hope is still going, so that's 4 times 8, 36, right?
Plus 8 for my unicorn.
Plus 8. So we're at 44, plus your proficiency bone, or your wisdom bonus.
Which is another 3.
Okay. So that is 49 points of healing?
Yep. I'll
Or
bang her
47.
twice with
47. Bing! Bing! Ooh! And she immediately, shoots up with the restraints around her.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
I'm
I'm telling you, there's nothing like being on death's door and getting fully fucking invigorated.
Well,
And
Flea
she
did
just-
finger bang you twice, so. What you get, Asa. That's what you get.
And Patsy, you realize now that she's taken off the restraints herself. You did a really good tie job. It just turns out that druids are really good at survival and getting their own restraints off of them.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I feel a little empty. Do you guys have oil here? Like cooking oil? And potatoes?
Oh,
I'd
I-
go
I-
for some chips.
I remember I saw some in the kitchen last time I was here, and we can whip up some guacamole too.
She puts a hand on your head, Flea.
I am going to give you the greatest mission of your life.
I'm
Get
ready.
me guacamole and chips.
And I'll just go to where we were before.
She is shit-faced right now. She's... But anyways, everybody, I think this is a perfect place for us to go ahead and go on break. And when we return, Forrest can identify the brooch, and you all can present it to a rule. But we will be right back. Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, before we jump into the action, just remember I hate turtles, apparently. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you support that notion. Or if you hate that notion, just comment about how terrible I am as a person for hating turtles. I don't actually hate turtles, I just don't particularly care about them. They're whatever. But anyways, if you're interested in joining our community and participating in any of our games, you could do that through the link down in the description below to our Patreon. Jump in at one of the lower tiers, get a one-on-one scheduled with me, and we will get you set up inside of our game. We're starting a brand new month, so it is the perfect opportunity to jump in and experience something extraordinary. I think I'm going to watch League of Extraordinary Gentlemen tonight. Yeah.
Oh, such a good movie.
Right?
I haven't
So
actually
good.
seen it yet.
Anything with Sean Connery, gold. Anyways.
That is my main draw.
Jessica. No.
What? Anyways, where last we left off, the party had awoken outside of the netted formation, and we're receiving some small little gifts, tokens of appreciation from the Druidess that you all are traveling with. After doing so, she taught Flea how to invoke a type of magic that he had not, up until this point, utilized before. Realizing that he doesn't just ask for friends to help him, he can also ask plants to help him, and who knows what else he can possibly do now. But anyways,
Gosh.
after all of that, you soared across the open sky, stopping for a nice little luncheon outside of Alona, inside of the forest, you know, eating your little noms, all of that jazz, and then flew to Valen. Once you all arrived inside of Valen, Vanessa approached you all, wondering who the hell is this random woman that was just brought into her house, and you claimed that she was a very notable individual. She called bullshit, and gravity got reversed. Luckily, before all of you fell and hurt yourselves, Forrest caught you with Featherfall, and then you committed to committing surgery on this Druidess to remove the artifact that has kept her alive for 1,000 years in order to save a different individual by the name of Arel. Now, everybody, you've successfully and tirelessly cut open this Druidess and have the artifact. All of you are able to go back inside, and after an incredible amount of healing from Flea and from Gray, she's feeling much better. But Gray, you choosing to keep the Druidess alive, even though she is well past her time, forced your deity to pull away from you, leaving you to your own devices. And that is where we begin, everybody. She's sitting on the table, shit-faced right now, swaying from side to side. And all of you are eyeballing that nice little trinket.
She gonna need any more of this, or holding up the alcohol?
Oh, not her guts. Okay, that's good.
Forrest, do you mind cleaning this off a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I'll just take it from you. And then I'm also going to cast Identify on it.
All right. Prestidigitate the blood away from it. Pick up the brooch and identify. Now, the Identify spell does work on this. However, it does not reveal everything about this legendary item. This is a brooch of infinite mending. Any wounds, no matter how grievous, an individual suffers while attuned to this brooch will heal over the period of 24 hours
so long as there is a body to be healed.
Marine brooch.
Interesting.
You do have a jeweler's kit, right?
I missed one component about it. While attuned to this brooch, you are immune to all disease.
Galen would have really loved this brooch. Well, he was a paladin. He was fine anyways.
Yeah, wanna say.
Just multi-class.
Can we put this on a chain or something?
Couldn't she just wear it in her hair?
It's true.
It does have like one of those pin segments on it.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Yeah, she had to keep it safe so that the creature couldn't just take it.
Mhm.
So,
That must have been uncomfortable.
oh, you get
Are you
used to it after 20 years. Go ahead.
Noted.
Well,
Go ahead,
Forrest,
Flea.
is it?
It's okay. I'll wait.
Is it what it is supposed to be?
No, not. I think that's everything for such a crazy item. You think it would be like more stuff to it, but yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it seems like it just kind of, as long as there's her body's there, it'll heal it. Yeah. How we give it? What if we just don't say anything to them that we're actually like healing her? We're like, hey, we just wanted to give you this from your brother. I feel like they get mad if we kind of like told them we all almost died and dealt with some big giant thing, and
We don't have to say that part.
yeah, I just don't want them to feel like they owe us anything. I mean, if they want to, sure, but
Vanessa's
I'm-
just like looking at you all side
I-
to side.
Don't care about any of the niceties. I just care about saving a rule's life.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, when did you care? Sure. Vanessa, can we go see them? And
Yeah. Young man, walk with me. She holds her arm out to you, Flea.
I will take her and I'll go with her.
Everybody else is forced to walk at their speed. Which, to be fair, is half of Flea's speed. She's old. She's not quickly. So, you all descend down many, many, many stairs. Who here remembers how many stairs there are?
503.
Hey, there you go. And you make it over to
I
the
should
same
get an
landing.
inspiration for that. Just saying.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, you remembered something that nobody else would have. Or
Don't
Zen
need to
probably
remember
did,
that.
but his mouth was full.
I don't need to remember them. I just use magic, so I don't have to walk them all.
But anyways. You all make it to that landing. Head over to the Cade family estate. And Vanessa opens it up. Inside, you hear the very boisterous sound of presumably two of the Cades sparring, wrestling, fighting? It's hard to tell. Off over towards the kitchen. And as you're all walking in here, you see Victoria whirl around the corner holding a very large glaive in her hand. Oh, hi there! It's been a while since I've seen you all. How are you? Despite
Good.
her smile, Gray, you do hear lightning in the background, like
Good.
far away.
We wanted to come here and offer something to your family.
Pray tell what it is.
It's a brooch that will keep a rule from dying.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Test the
I'll turn to
what
the
it can do is this person we have with us, but I mean, I've already identified it, and as long as your daughter keeps it on herself and stays attuned to it, her body will reform and fix itself.
The brooch is legit. I'm like well over 1,000 years old because of it. Can't die.
Despite being an archdruid and everything else, and an elf, but it's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
But I look good for my age. I think.
Eh.
I haven't thought to look at my reflection.
You have beer
And she starts
goggles,
wandering the house looking for a mirror.
She has beer
She's-
goggles currently.
drunken because it was implanted inside of her to protect her and allowed us to remove it.
Vanessa? She is one of the protectors of this world, despite how she presents herself. And these people have not given us a reason not to trust them.
I mean,
Well.
we are kind of dicks, but we're trying to do the right thing.
And where's my son?
He is in
Avalo.
Avaloa currently. He's putting his charisma to use.
Boys, Arel, come down here.
Great, the eldest is home.
I didn't hear you.
I said, Gray, the eldest is home, and then just
And you all watch as the
Gets
first
an
one,
elbow to his side.
down the stairs is Callus, the very fun, bubbly, energetic tiefling who comes on down and, hey there, hey, how you all been? It's been a while. Comes over and like hugs you, Forrest. Hugs you, Lee.
No.
I apologize, and he holds his hand out to you. I apologize.
Hello.
Do you
He's
not shake his
not
hand?
a big fan of.
I'll gingerly shake his hand, like awkwardly. Like,
And
I
he'll do
grab
the same
outside.
thing for you, Gray. Just,
She'll pull him in for a hug.
oh, okay. See, I misread our evaluation last time. Next, at the top of the stairs, you all see Caprinius. Now, his muscle mass in the short couple of weeks has not changed whatsoever. But he does have a large burned scar directly down and across his face.
When you say muscle mass, is this large muscle mass or is
Oh,
he...
he's
gigantic.
fucking huge. This dude is built like, best estimate I give is like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Like,
Bigger than Patsy?
I was about to ask.
Oh.
Patsy, what is your strength score?
Give me 1 second.
You're
I need
18,
to-
right?
My strength score is 18.
He is just a little bit bigger than you. Maybe just more well-shaped. You're more well-shaped, but he's like bigger.
Okay.
You have cosmetic muscles. He has just like built working muscles.
I'm gonna whisper to Ridge. Do you still have that book? It's polite to bring. In this culture, we want to give gifts, and the brothers
Flea,
would really like
Don't
that.
you dare.
It is true.
Re-
It is.
I'm
true.
whispering. I'm
just
trying to
kinda
whisper. Should we?
But
I know you have the passive. But
My
Ridge
passive's
is just
19.
staring.
Flea,
At
roll me a
this-
sleight of hand.
Ridge is just staring at this himbo coming down the stairs, like, yeah, sure. He, like, not even looking at you, just like, yeah. Here you go.
no, you should give it to him.
And then Gray will be whispering on the other side, you actually have a chance.
Yeah, 16 is a failure against her passive. She notices.
Yep.
So she can't interact with it. But anyways, as he's walking down the stairs,
My friend Rich here brings you this book that he just handed to me. He wanted me to give it to you as a gift.
he'll grab the book, and Gray's passive can hear the grinding of his teeth in his mouth. Thank
Welcome. Also, howdy.
Welcome to our home. And he goes over towards the wall and leans against it, and you see his body is beginning to tense, and he's just like squeezing himself shut. Sorry about that. The big guy's still a little emotional. It hasn't been that long. Anyways, around this point, you all see Aurel round the corner. Look down at all of you. You see a human girl, very young, maybe in her mid to late teens, move down the stairs. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back. Who's the big fuck? She looks at Patsy.
That's Patsy Spaulding.
Hello.
Spaulding. We've heard
Good
about
one.
those jerk-offs.
Yeah.
Nah, he's pretty cool. You'll like him. He's like the
This-
opposite. He's like the anti-Spalding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big jerk off. Here, get it big.
Well done, Patsy.
She just keeps, like, mean-mugging you. Victoria will. Aurel, be nice. They have something for you.
Yeah. We got you this. We thought about you. We got you this nice brooch.
And I'll hand it over.
Perfectly crafted in jewels. And
She'll look
beauty.
at the brooch. Take it. Thanks. And just, like, puts it in her pocket.
Make sure you leave it on for an hour.
The hell are you? You all notice she spits up a good little bit of blood.
It regenerates your body.
Oh, God. Just going directly with us, aren't we?
Preneus kicks off the wall a little bit. Let's say that again.
It'll keep her alive.
Goes behind Patsy.
It regenerates the body. The druid that's with us has lived for over 1,000 years with it.
Not because they're a legendary druid,
Killed
by
it
the way.
in a
not
fight
because they're an
every
archdruid
night
that
and
lives
brought
forever.
back in the morning. It'll keep you from succumbing to your illness.
On the plus side, you live forever.
She looks over at her mom. Are they serious? She is looking at each of you with two emotions. One, the fury of any storm in this land. And the second, just wanting you all to be telling the truth.
If your mom wants to, or whoever, question me, I've already identified the item for what it is. I'll give them the exact specific thing that pinged in my head of what it is, what it's called.
Arel kind of just sits there slack-jaw. That sounds legitimate.
There's just a couple things. You take it, use it, but just don't ask how we got it. You don't know us. We did this for your brother, and for you, and your family. We don't want anything except for you to just live a happy life. How you want to.
Arel gives a very soft smile. The first time she allowed herself to look gentle at all. Caprinius steps forward. And wraps his arms around you.
Around who?
You. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You feel your the side of your face where your ear is beginning to get a little wet from his tears.
Should just take like the eye patch, just kind of like pat his cheeks a little bit to. It's a bandana.
Like the eye goo from the missing eye.
It's healed over. It's an old scar.
Callus looks at all of you. He's just letting the tears run down his face. He doesn't even try to stop it at all. It looks like we have to celebrate another night, right?
And Gray will actually let herself smile. Because at first she was just like, this is really fucking awkward. And now it's like, okay, like they're not gonna kill us. Alright, we're good.
Vanessa is keeping her same demeanor as always, but Gray, you hear the rolling storm fade from the background. Well, regardless of the kind words you say, young man, she pats you on the shoulder, Forrest. Our family is forever indebted to you all. Of course, there's no need for me to say what will happen if we find out that you're lying and manipulating us.
Come back to Valen, but yes.
But if you all ever need anything, we'll be there.
Then that's anything that we could ask in return. I hope that you can see that even if we went around about it the wrong way, that we did mean well.
Well,
I'm not going to lie. You would have to probably murder a few children in order for me to think ill of you after giving something like this to my daughter.
Looks at Forrest. No, just joking.
They were all adults and halflings. Hopefully. But, yes. Thank you. Celebration is in order. Let's tell the whole town. Actually, you tell no one.
Oh, yeah, we can't say anything about the artifact.
To Valen.
Likely a sought after artifact. Wouldn't be wise to even spread it to your neighbors.
Oh. Well,
The only moment I wish I'd modify memory. Let them even forget.
well, if that is what we have to do to make sure she stays safe, it sounds like a easy task to do.
Well, we could have a party here.
That we can.
We
Gray,
don't
you
really
did
need to
notice
have a party.
Flea sneaking off into their kitchen. This was during the whole debacle and conversation.
Ah.
Arel looks over at her mom. Can I continue my training with all of you then? There's no reason to say no. Congratulations, Arel. By this time next year, we're going to be Valen. Thank you. Thank you all. And she immediately jumps and hugs every single one of you. Forrest, she quickly and then sorry, and just continues hugging everybody.
Just deal with it.
Where'd Flea go? How did he
He
go?
went to find some guacamole.
Victoria looks over towards the kitchen. Flea, the door gets pushed open from the glaive from across the room as you're kind of holding the bowl in your hands. Don't forget the chips, they're on the top shelf.
Got it. And I'll bring out some guac.
Well, let us celebrate then. And she will go and get the family's special private stash of aged wines.
Oh, fuck
The
yeah,
cake-
let's go.
The Cade family does have really good taste in liqueur and in wine. As you can see from a very large collection that is magically sealed up to stop the siblings from stealing from it. As you come out, Flea, you have a massive bowl of guacamole and a huge bowl of chips as well. And, of course, you saw that they have a lot more provisions in here as well. Ready for anybody to enjoy.
What kinds of wines do they have?
They have really good and really expensive wines. Merlots, Chardonnay, other things I cannot pronounce or know what they are.
In true Gray fashion, she'll have a rosé.
Then you will be joining Victoria in the rosé, and as you're all doing this, you see the druidess stumbles down the stairs, falling all the way down them and cracking on the side. Oh, wine! And she immediately moves over to where everybody's drinking. Now, excuse me, remind me of who you are. Oh, I decided I'm going to be a secret for now. Don't want everyone knowing I'm back yet. Apparently, there's a lot of fucking idiots around these parts nowadays who came here and want to claim the land as their own. And and we're gonna take care of her. And she takes the bottle and just starts drinking directly from it.
Got that, Victoria? She's your secret.
But you know what? I'll
That was good.
I
Had
had
to.
one planned for that joke, but I never made it around to it and didn't see the opportunity. Damn. But yes, I'm going to start with the Spauldings family first.
By talking.
I got some words for him. Post Rada is a word. Do any of you understand Draconic?
Nope.
Nobody? Okay, then none of you understand what she just
I really
said.
wish I did.
Yes, I speak Draconic.
You do. Wonderful. Fos Rada translates to destruction to you.
That's right. I forgot. Forrest and I both speak Draconic.
Okay.
Is that Skyrim? Is that
Yes.
the first?
Yeah.
It is the only thing I know about Skyrim. Like, Fos Rada and you woke up.
Try Yoltal Shul.
No. But anyways, I'm going to safeguard this land, and I'm gonna teach the old ways that seem to be forgotten. And you're my first student. She gestures at you, Gray.
Happily.
Yeah. Little guy, you want to study under me for like 5 years?
I might, but I know I have some stuff to do with that Forrest and I need to do. So,
All right. I think I'll live at least another 5 years. So, let me know when you're done. Holy shit, I can die.
You're still is she elf?
Human.
Human? Okay, maybe she will die
Yeah.
soon. Maybe she will die soon.
Yeah, she's not
It's
impossible.
10 times the years, so
Yeah. Each
just
1
around
year
the
is 10.
just around the river bend.
Oh.
Patsy will just grab an entire bottle of wine and then walk behind the druid and then walk to the corner and just drink all the wine.
You see, Caprinius is in the same brooding position in a different corner, drinking a bottle of wine. Out of a glass, though. He has class. And, in case
Patsy will
anybody
have to
was
sit
inquiring, he has his
Patsy
pinky
will
out.
sit next to him. That's just what Patsy would do.
He'll look at you. Nice figure.
Thank you.
I agree.
So, are you interested in being Valen?
What?
Valen, the name of our people.
You gotta go through a trial.
Pretty much
No.
you get the
Do it.
shit kicked out of you. Well, you get to
That
prove
sounds
if you're the
awful.
well, you get to prove if you're the strongest there is alive.
I don't have to prove it, I know it.
He immediately turns and looks at you. And Victoria chuckles.
Arm
There is
wrestle?
no chance in hell that you could beat my mom.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you make me feel bad about myself. I'm very confident in who I am, and I feel comfortable that I'm the strongest. I don't need to get into a competition over it.
he has a lot of courage.
Well, if you are interested in sparring, it's been a while since somebody actually would challenge me.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh. And she gives Caprinius the look.
Gray, Forest, and Flea know. At minimum. Oh, wait, Dar was there too. Dar knows.
Yep.
They know.
They know something.
Caprini
Great.
slapped him to the face.
Gray will message Ridge. Yeah, I shot my shot and it didn't work. He's not interested in it. He doesn't play for this team.
You asked Caprinius what happened to his face.
Yeah.
I was gonna run after you all and kill you. Mom stopped me.
Cool. I can lesser restoration it if you don't want.
Nah. It's a good lesson to learn.
Yeah, I prefer to keep my scars to remind me of how I've made
Being in
mistakes.
it, it's probably
Yeah.
best.
It's just an offer.
Thank you. Still no thank you. Sorry.
It was a friend thing.
Callus sits right next to you, Gray, and throws his legs over top of yours and has his tail feeding him wine. Oh, I really like it when you guys come to town. Things get interesting.
Gray is just like, what do I do?
You're adopted, Gary.
No. Yeah, I mean, we kind of do weird shit, I guess. I mean, that's kind of our thing.
Weird shit. Have you guys done any weird shit lately? And he spins off of you and just starts drinking right next to you. Give me all of the tea.
Points to the brooch. We're not really supposed to talk about how we got it.
Did you kill somebody? Was it a nobleman? Was it 12 noblemen?
Came close. But mostly just from seeing his eating habits.
Yeah.
So, was it... Did you have to steal it from a vault? Huh?
Ancient being a chaos and destruction.
Oh, I love these people. Dari, you were asked a question in chat, by the way. In Roll20 chat.
Oh, sorry. It's over there.
That is fantastic. Oh, Ma! Should I go get Dad? Honey, he's several days away right now. We're all going out there to get him. Yes! Oh. Maybe we can find them and kill them, right? Oh, that would be so cool. I wanted to go with him on that mission. With me there, I don't think it'll be too dangerous for you.
What are we doing?
Oh, you all don't have to. It's official Valen business. There was a request of a particular individual to be apprehended. And my husband took a small team out there with him to go find them.
Who was it?
What was the description again, Vanessa? They said he was labeled as inmate number 2 in Alona. And large man, draconic tattoo across his head all the way down his back. Apparently, he's incredibly dangerous.
And a horse thief.
You know.
He tried to take ours.
Oh. Well, don't worry, Costas is on it. If anybody can handle a horse thief with some bad ink, he can. Yeah, but given the news, do we have your permission to take a week off and go visit them? I mean, we can help with the hunt. Team of 3 is most efficient for finding people out in the woods by themselves. Any larger than that, you create too much noise, ruckus, there's too many variables to keep track of, and the possibility of your failure becomes exponentially higher.
True.
Callus kind of just like looks around and goes, well, I think I'm due a 2-week sabbatical from duty because I broke my... He starts looking at his limbs. Let's go with arm. Caprinius! And holds his arm out to him.
Well, Gray would like take his pinky.
He looks at you. Do it. And he lets out a sharp little... Oh!
Yeah, as the designated healer, I think he needs a 2-week vacation, including lots of walks in the woods.
Oh, that's gonna make spellcasting really hard. It'll be... Oh, great. Oh, this is
He'll
gonna take
get
some getting.
a nudge and a first level cure wounds.
Ooh, that hurts. All right, fine. Caprinius looks at her and like turns to you, Patsy. Holds out his pinky.
Betsy will take his hand and just hold the pinky. Like he just holds it.
Can you break it? Or...
No.
And he is becoming a little flush. Like, yeah. He clearly has a type. Built well and different.
Well, Patsy's used to it because of his hair.
That's fair. Can you break it for me, please?
Patsy
sure
getting
this-
his head, just do it. I'm trying to get close to you, Dad.
All right. Patsy'll break it.
He doesn't even wince or flinch. Like, just... Like, yeah, me too. Holds up his hand, and it's bent all the way backwards. Aurel looks at all of them. I'm not Valen. Fuck y'all. And she just... And Victoria goes, I guess I have to babysit my sick children, right? But are you a little too scared to break one of your limbs? Sure. She just smiles. All right, fine. 1.5 weeks. And if you do not find and apprehend him, all of you are going to be on manure duty for 2 months. Full rotation. Deal. Thank you. Isn't it great having people visit us? I love this. So, Victoria goes over to where everybody is seated on the couch and just sits on the coffee table. Oh shit, that stinks. Anyways, she sits on the coffee table looking at you all. So, are you all planning on doing anything? I think we do have some availability for people to try out for Valen. I see at least one of you has potential.
I'm guessing Valen's more of a strength of arms type occupation.
We value all strengths very highly. Aside from just smarts, because, you know, you can't survive off of nothing but just smarts. You need other people to protect you. Everyone in Valen needs to just protect themselves at worst, and then we all protect each other. It makes us way stronger. And we only choose the best of everybody. You're only as strong as your weakest link, right? And she scratches the top of Callus's head. Excuse me, Mom. I'm not the weakest link. Of course, sweetheart. Vanessa. Don't lie to the boy. You are, but you have room for potential. Pats him on the leg. Hey,
mind me
I'm
asking.
I'm
Okay.
gonna beat Caprinius next year. Okay.
Do you know how to blind him?
I'm working on it. I mean, look at his legs. He keeps skipping legs.
Well, there's always Ray of Enfeeblement.
I'm working on it. Yeah. I have ideas. How to take out Big Bro. And he just rubs his hands together, and Caprinius just like fills up another glass of wine and sips.
I'd imagine outflank him, outmaneuver.
Just shakes his head no.
Hmm.
Ridge, was that your name?
Yeah. Ridge.
Have
Dragon.
you? That sounds so familiar. Anyways, have you ever seen an elephant?
No.
So, do you know what they are, though? Roll me a nature check. Let's see if you've
Yeah,
read
let's
about them. No.
No.
So, imagine this creature that weighs between 2 and 3 tons, about twice the size in height of you, on 4 legs, and is about 80% muscle. Would you want something like that running after you?
In general, I'd say not.
That is the closest thing I can say to how my boy fights.
Ah.
Brinius takes another sip. Honestly, I don't think I'm stronger than an elephant. Worth a try.
There is only one way to find out.
So if he's like basically like an elephant, is how she's describing, does that mean he also has the fear that elephants all have?
Commitment?
Oh no, I'm not there. I was asking out of characters. I wasn't there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe.
A mouse just runs across his feet. Oh no, a mouse runs across his feet.
Yeah, no, he's not afraid of mice.
Oh damn, he's not really an elephant then.
He didn't kick Flea. All right, he just.
Oh, it's not Flea.
Yeah, it was dropped in 20. He dropped it in 20.
Oh,
While back.
now you're
Oh, we
snooping around too.
Thought we should address the elephant in the room.
Oh.
Ah, there we go.
But yes, see, each of us have a unique fighting style. Partially. Caprinius here has a strong aptitude towards his feel of kinship with all of Valen, and all of Valen that has perished. That's why we have trained him in the way of the ancestors. So, when he attacks you, he is bringing the full force of Valen that has perished with him.
I see. That would definitely be something that I wouldn't want to go against.
Orel
What
just
about
like
you?
eyes go wide. Can I train with you? We'll test your aptitude for it. So cool.
What about you though?
Me? Oh. I was not exaggerating when I said I would attack you with the full force of the storms.
Again, that personal experience, not fun.
Yeah. Imagine if it was sentient. And you hear outside.
I can.
Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. I'm not a violent person unless provoked.
These Valen training, is this more hand to hand, or do you also train with weaponry?
Oh, we trained you how to fight, survive, and do your best not to die.
So, of course, we use weapons. During sparring matches. During wrestling, it's just fisticuffs, but we kind of moved away from that because, honestly, why train without your weapon if you always use it?
It's also good to not be without a weapon.
Right. I mean, knowing how to survive without one is really good as well. But that's why we just take special precautions. She smiles. And I am a wondrously powerful purveyor of magic. And he throws up a dazzling light above his head.
Okay, you know what? I've just been saying things like that anyways, so I'm just going to cast Thaumaturgy and booming voice. Wonderful!
Hey, why can't I do that? He starts speaking to his shoulder. No, like, seriously, I want that. I want that one! Hi. And Arel just, like, shakes her head. Yup. Fancy magic. Congrats, bro. I'm gonna learn how to fucking fight again. Yes! Oh, I haven't trained in 4 years. Oh, this is gonna be good. Arel, are you giving up all of your training to control the magic inside of you? Why would I ever use it? I'm Valen. I'm gonna fight. Well, all tools are useful, including the innate ones you have. Sure, whatever, but, like, fighting.
Just gonna lean over to Gray. These people are intense.
Mouse.
Uh-huh.
What'd you say, Forrest?
Nothing. I'm not there. I'm a mouse.
Oh, a mouse. Just another mouse scurries. But anyways, as you're all having this very happy-go-lucky, joyous little celebration, emptying probably a good 10 bottles of wine across all of you and them as well. Evening does roll around, and at this point, the druidess comes over to you, Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Melaton. My name.
Your name?
Yes, Melaton. So, were you serious?
I can't give up the opportunity to learn about my people and my land.
Gonna take us time.
I have plenty.
Well, I suppose in the morning we'll leave. So you might want to say your farewells.
I will.
She'll go over towards the kitchen table, climb underneath it, and just pass out there. Great. Would you like to say your farewells?
Well, she'll come up to Ridge and give him a hug. It was nice to have met you, and I know our friendship was just started, but I have things I need to do. And she nods back to Druid. Just watch out for holes, okay?
He'll give a little chuckle, and in a that's as good a time as any, in a sort of mixture of both celestial and infernal. It was good to meet you too. Give a little wink too.
I'm a Nephilim, by the way.
I know, but let's keep that on the down low if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. And then Tadar.
Yeah.
You've got a very sharp eye, and you're quick on your feet. Keep an eye out on everyone else for me,
Always.
and don't let your bird get in too much trouble.
Yeah, that's likely to happen.
You can
Yeah.
help, right?
He always gets in trouble.
It has nothing to do with you, does it?
Trust me, he'd be a completely different bird if he did what he was told.
Well, best of luck to you both.
Thank you.
And then she'll come over to Patsy.
Hello. And then he'll give a drunk hiccup.
Oh, I think this is more of a goodbye.
Oh! And then he'll stand up, and the cherry's in falls over, like behind him. And then he'll just sweep Gray up in like a big hug.
Oh,
That lifts her off her feet.
I've got glass on me.
And then he'll put her down.
And like while she's up there though, she'll like pat at the side of his face, like, hey, Patsy. Hey, Patsy. They're gonna need a lot of help. You up for it?
I'll see what I can do. They're a scraggly bunch, though.
They are. But so they'll need you to keep them safe. And then
Yeah.
she'll come back to flee in forest.
You've seen the two mice running around.
I'll pick them both up like by the tails. Come on, boys.
Change back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she'll kneel. Flee, you are going to be doing so much good in this world. Thank you for being my friend.
Thank you, Miss Gray. I know we'll see each other again.
You're always welcome at the pyramid.
I whisper to Forrest. Of course we're always welcome at our house.
You haven't paid rent in a little while. But you're always welcome there. And if I find anything weird, I'll let you know.
Well, thank you, I'd appreciate that. I like weird stuff.
I guess that's why we're friends, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. And she'll give him a kiss on the forehead. then she'll stand up and just kind of look over at Forrest.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Grabs him and pulls him in for a hug.
Gives a hug back.
Aw. And if I find anything weird, I'll save it for you, okay?
Very cryptically, Forrest says, I know you may not like what I'm going to do one day, but I'll let you end it when I'm done.
And I'll always be there for you, okay?
Yep.
If you find that it's not what you want.
Well, you know, it's always good to have like an all-powerful wizard one day. Not right now, but in the near future. I don't agree with what they said about intelligence not being necessary here.
It's always been a big help to us. You've saved our ass more than once.
2 or 3, but you know, who's keeping track? Have fun out there.
I'll try.
Find out who you are. But you already know that.
I think that you and Flea are well on your way to making the lives you both want.
Rubs Flea on the head. Yep.
And then she'll give him a kiss on the forehead.
Mom!
And yeah, you guys stay safe and watch out for each other. And she'll hand him the 2 healing potions that she still has. I think you might need these now.
Here, this is from us, from Flea and I. I'm gonna give her the Moonstone, the netted formation, but it's been tinkered with a little bit, so it's like a little nicer shaped. So, but it's like in the shape of like a moth thing.
Thank you. And she'll put that into the folds, like right here of her clothing. Well, I don't think I've had enough to drink to handle all of this. I think more wine, more wine.
Yeah. Drink. Yep.
Yeah, more wine.
Aurel comes over with a bottle and pours you your glass and takes a swig. And
Give me that. You're old enough to drink.
she immediately steps into your space.
Oh God.
Give me a charisma save.
But fuck. 10.
You stumble backwards, like multiple steps. And she smiles and takes the bottle back and just sips and moves. In which case, her brother comes over and yoinks it from her, and when she tries to do that, nothing happens.
I have protection from poison, and I'll get her with it as she leaves.
Boop. Wow, dick moves. She can't get drunk. But anyway,
let her have fun.
And I think that is a wondrous place for us to end this session and story. Players, thank you all so very much for joining us. Viewers, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time, and we will see you, I think, in a couple of